Hello and welcome to the Beyond the Launch Facebook group. I am Attorney LaConya Murray. How are you all today? But thank you so much for joining me. If you're catching the replay, make sure that you put a note in the comment and let me know. We have a good one today. We're here for Murray's Law. And if you are new to the group or if you're new to Murray's Law, let me tell you a little bit about what that is. Hey, Rachel. What that is, Murray's Law is your opportunity to ask questions. You submit your questions and I pick one to answer each week. This week we got a really good one. I do a lot of business formations and I always have to explain to my clients the purpose of operating agreements, and especially when if it's only one person. They don't really understand why they need an operating agreement if there's only one person. But let's talk about that. First of all, let's talk about why people get an LLC. Most people get an LLC because one, they see everybody else doing it and they feel like I need to get an LLC if I'm starting a business, which is not necessarily true. They have a lot of different types of entities that you can run your business as. You have sole proprietorship, corporations, S corps, partnerships, and things of that nature. But most people choose LLC, and for good reason. What you want to be able to do as a business owner is separate, keep your business liability and business liabilities in the business. You don't want that touching your personal, which is why a majority of people get an LLC. Some people think that they have to have a corporation in order to get that type of protection, but you don't. You can get an LLC. That's the whole purpose of that LLC, is so that your business liabilities can stay over there and your personal can be over here. One of the things that I find, but in order to keep that liability, keep that separate, what you have to do as a business owner is actually keep it separate. So you're asking so as an LLC, in order to keep that protection, you have to run your business separate from your personal, because that's what you're asking the state to do. LLCs are on the state level, they're not federal. So you're asking the states to see you separate from your business. In order for you to ask the court to do that, you have to do it. Like, you have to actually be running your business as a separate from your personal. A lot of people have a business and they will run their business straight through their personal accounts. You can't do that. That's the quickest way to lose your limited liability. So what you want to be able to do, or show the court, is that you're actually running your business separate from your personal. Now let's talk about operating agreements. What an operating agreement is a contract between the owners of the company. And when you have an LLC, that owner is actually referred to as members. So you all are members. You're not necessarily owners, you are called members. So that operating agreement is an agreement between the members of the LLC. And in that agreement, you lay out how decisions are going to be made, how you're going to add new members, what's going to happen when you close the business, how decisions will be made, what expenses can be reimbursed. Like, there's a lot of things that can be included in that agreement. And so what my clients say, because I do a lot of single member LLCs, and what they say, well, Attorney Murray, it's just me. Why do I need an operating agreement if I'm the only member of my LLC? The reason you want an operating agreement as a single member LLC is because, again, it really goes back to showing that separate. So you want to put in your operating agreement how you're going to run your business, right? You want to show that you are running your business separate from your personal. So you want to write in there everything that your business can do, especially about being able to reimburse certain expenses and how decisions will be made and resolution and things of that nature. So if anything ever happened and your status was ever questioned, you'll be able to say, Judge, look, here's an operating agreement that I prepared when I opened up my LLC, and everything that I have done is according to this operating agreement. So I'm running my business according to how I decided it should be ran, and it's not intertwined or intertwingled with my personal. So that is the number one reason, because let me tell you, single member LLCs are the fastest members to lose their LLC status. Like, meaning that the courts find more quickly that single member LLCs are not running their business separate from their personal, which you have to do if you're going to have an LLC. which is why you want to be able to support your single member evidence that you are in any way that you can. And having an operating agreement is an amazing, effective way of doing that. All right. Any questions? You guys make sure to join me next week. Make sure you submit your questions for next week. Oh, and also, we have a new page. For our podcast. So, we started a podcast, I don't know, about 2 months ago. Well, what we did was we rebranded. We rebranded the podcast, and it was Off the Mark with Attorney Murray, and I was like, I didn't really care for it too much. But I was talking to one of my mastermind buddies, and she was like, yeah, I saw the story, and a friend shared it with me, and we were like, yeah, we know Attorney Murray is going to talk about it. She always have the legal tea. And I was like, you know what? The legal tea. Thank you so much. That's what I'm going to call my podcast. So that is what the podcast is called. It's now called The Legal Tea. We have a separate page for it, so we can separate this from the Murray Law Group stuff or the Off the Mark stuff. So if you would like The Legal Tea on Facebook, that'd be awesome. And on YouTube, my goal for YouTube is to get 1,000 subscribers. Can we make that happen? And then also on the podcast. We just did a new podcast. The new podcast is talking about Prince and his estate looking to trademark the color purple. And some people were like, oh no, the color purple, you can't trademark that. Colors are universal. So we talked about that, and this week we're going to also talk about Prince because I want to talk about domains and cyber squatting because that's a really, really important one. I'm very excited that you found today's version of Murray Law helpful. We will be back next week. Karen, I'm glad you liked The Legal Tea. I was like, yes, that's an awesome name. So I was really feeling kind of down about not having a cool podcast name, but now I feel like I have a cool podcast name, so it's all gravy. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me this Thursday afternoon. Stay warm because I don't know where you are. I'm in Alabama. And let me tell you, my husband sent me a video this morning of snowflakes. Did I tell y'all that I'm in Alabama? That I'm in Montgomery, Alabama. And it does not snow here. So when I saw these flakes, I said, you know what? We need to go get snow gear. My baby has been praying for snow. She said, Mama, it's going to snow. It's going to snow. It's going to snow. I do believe that she is speaking that snow into existence, and so we need to be prepared for that snow. So yeah, but I'm going. I got some more stuff to do, but thank you for joining me. I'll see y'all next week.